This movie went from being genuinely one of the most disturbing horror psychological thrillers to the most disappointing and ridiculous ending I've ever seen. This movie stars none other than Jessie Buckley and is directed by Alex Garland, which I thought I was really gonna be intrigued by this film, and for the most part at the beginning of it I was, and then the last 30 minutes of this film happened and it completely lost me. When I mean completely, I mean I did not want to look at my screen anymore. Jessie Buckley, as suspected, she carries the emotional tone of the movie and delivers a great performance. Her character arrives to this isolated countryside and you can very much feel how creeped out she is and how uncomfortable she feels when all she sees around is just creepy men. At the beginning of the movie, the atmosphere is incredible and you have some very beautiful cinematography going on. Jessie Buckley's character fits in just perfectly in this isolated countryside and it feels very intense even though when nothing's happening. My girl Jessie is genuinely the reason why I kept on watching. I have to say, Rory Kinnear's playing all the creepy man is one of the film's strongest ideas. Literally every time I would look at one of them, it would feel so uneasy. Kind of taps into that there's something so recognizable about that person, but you can't quite put your finger on. His performance as the man does create this uncanny nightmare feeling, and every time he's on the screen, you definitely feel uncomfortable, just like Jessie Buckley's character Harper. Especially during the tunnel scene when Harper's doing the echo with her voice, and also the priest scene. Don't even get me started with that. Then the last 30 minutes of this movie happened, and I went from being disturbed to just being confused. I'm not gonna spoil anything because I want you to experience it for yourself, but there's this sequence towards the end when it just keeps repeating itself over and over again. It feels like shock value is replacing the tension that it had early going on, and it just becomes unintentionally funny. I think once the movie becomes non-stop symbolism, the fear disappears and everything that you invested earlier in the movie, it just completely goes out of the door. It was very hard to stay emotionally invested. Alex Garland has amazing ideas and visuals, but towards the end of the movie, I feel like he was like Kylo Ren. He was like, more, and it completely lost me. If you watch this movie or if you plan to watch it, let me know what you thought in the comments. Some of my mutuals on Letterboxd definitely have different views on this movie, and I want to know your opinion. If you like movie and TV content, follow for more.